The joint training facility on Station Kepler 442 was supposed to foster cooperation between Earth's military forces and the Galactic Coalition armies. Instead, it became a pressure cooker of interspecies tension. Sergeant Marcus Webb of the United States Marine Corps had endured 3 weeks of condescension from the Dracovian contingent. The reptilian warriors stood nearly 8 feet tall, possessed scales that could deflect small arms fire, and strength that exceeded human capability by factors of 10. They made no secret of their contempt for the soft skins from Earth. Lieutenant Vraktar was the worst of them. He openly mocked human physical limitations during joint exercises, questioned their combat effectiveness, and treated Earth's warriors like children playing soldier. The breaking point came during a routine briefing in the station's main assembly hall. Over 200 coalition soldiers from a dozen species watched as instructors outlined a simulated combat scenario. Sergeant Webb asked a tactical question about flanking positions, a legitimate inquiry that showed tactical thinking. Vraktar laughed, a guttural sound that echoed through the chamber. The human wishes to discuss tactics? Perhaps after you learn to lift your own equipment without mechanical assistance. The room erupted in alien laughter. Webb's jaw tightened, but he remained silent. Marines were trained for discipline. Vraktar stood, his massive frame casting a shadow over Webb. You are an insult to warriors everywhere. Your species should remain as servants, not soldiers. He struck Webb across the face with an open hand, a calculated humiliation rather than an attack. The slap echoed like a gunshot. Webb's head snapped sideways, blood trickling from his split lip. The laughter died. Every human in the room tensed. Webb slowly turned back to face Vraktar. His expression hadn't changed, still calm, still focused. But something in his eyes made the Dracovian hesitate. Under Galactic Combat Regulations, Article 7, Webb said quietly, a physical assault constitutes a formal challenge. I accept. You cannot, Vraktar began. Webb moved. 3 seconds. That's all it took. The Marine didn't rely on raw strength, he used leverage, momentum, and 300 years of refined human close-quarters combat techniques. His first strike targeted Vraktar's knee joint with devastating precision, a kick that hyperextended the leg backward. As the Dracovian stumbled, Webb seized his head with both hands. What happened next was brutal efficiency. Webb used the Dracovian's own falling weight, twisting and driving downward while simultaneously striking upward with his knee. The combination of forces, gravity, rotational momentum, and focused kinetic energy, did what raw strength alone could not. Vraktar's armored skull cracked like an eggshell. The massive warrior collapsed, unconscious before hitting the floor. Medical teams rushed forward. The entire hall stood in stunned silence. Webb straightened his uniform, wiped blood from his mouth, and returned to his seat as if nothing had happened. Commander Jurax, a veteran coalition officer, accessed Earth's military database that evening. He discovered something the Dracovians had overlooked: humans didn't evolve as the strongest predators. They evolved as the most efficient killers, using tools, tactics, and an unsettling capacity for controlled violence. The report he filed was simple: recommend extreme caution when engaging human military personnel. Physical limitations are compensated by tactical lethality and psychological resilience that borders on pathological. Vraktar recovered after 2 weeks in medical. He never spoke to another human again. Sergeant Webb received no disciplinary action. The regulations were clear: he'd simply accepted a challenge and won.